Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how you can create custom Minecraft logo style text. Now of course you're going to want to use Photoshop for this, so if you don't already have Photoshop, go and get it. Once you've done that, open up a document and create a new text layer. Now you want to select the Minecraft Z2 font if you don't already have that installed, which you probably won't. Just download it using the link in the description. So download it, install it, then switch to it here once you've created your text layer and type your text in caps lock or holding shift, because if you hold shift down you'll get these cracks in the text which resemble the actual Minecraft logo. If you don't hold shift you don't get those cracks. Also, if you want to use bold text, just note that the cracks become less visible, but you know, it's completely up to your discretion whether you want to use bolded text or not. So in this example I'll be using flurry. Oops, better hold shift for those cracks. Okay, I'm just going to center that, and next what you're going to want to do is click color and change the color to this 6-digit code AEA4A2, which is this grayish color, which is the same color on the Minecraft font. Once you've done that, right click the layer and go raster size type. Once you've done that, I'm just going to rename this text. Once you've done that, then you want to click edit up here in the toolbar, go down to transform, and then click perspective, and you want to grab one of the corners, preferably the top left, drag that back until that little grey box says 17 degrees. Now it doesn't have to be exactly 17.0, it can be 17.1, something around there, but 17 seems to work best. Now of course this is completely up to your discretion. If you want to do something like that or that, crazy, you know, you have a lot of possibilities here. That's completely up to you, but if you want a true Minecraft logo style font, go for 17 degrees. Then once you have worked out what perspective you want, hit Ctrl T on the keyboard and you're able to adjust the width and the size of your text. So I'm just going to make this a little larger and hit enter once you've done that. Next you want to hit Ctrl J on your keyboard and then down, and you just want to keep doing this quite a few times because this is what adds the 3D depth and perspective to the font. So for large text like mine, I'm just gonna go for 50 copies at the start, see how that looks. And of course, if you're unhappy with the thickness, then you can go back and change that, because right now you can't really tell. So in a few steps time you'll be able to see if you like your thickness, and if you don't, it's just easy as going Ctrl Alt Z, backstepping a few steps, backtracking a few steps, and making either more copies if you want more thickness, or less copies if you want less thickness. Next thing you want to do is grab the bottom layer, so your original text layer, which is down the bottom, and drag that to the very top. Once you've done that, double click it, click stroke, and set it to around 3 or 4 pixels, or again whatever you want, and hit OK. See, that right there is our thickness for the font, and that looks pretty good in my opinion, so I'm going to leave it like that. Once you've done that, click the top copy of your text, not the actual text layer, but the highest copy you've got there. Go to the bottom, hold shift and click the bottom one, so you've selected all the copies, and hit Ctrl E. Now that just groups them together, and then you want to double click on that, go stroke, add the same thickness stroke as you did with your top layer, so in my case that was 4 pixels. Then click gradient overlay. Once you've clicked gradient overlay, click this gradient box here once, double click this little box down here, set that to black, so bottom corner, 0000000 is the code if you want that, and then double click this one right here and set that to 29292B. Hit OK, hit OK. Now here what you want to do is untick the reverse layer and leave the align with layer ticked. Now of course you can experiment with that depending on how you want your text shadow to look like. If you want it to be lighter, then that's easy as going into this gradient toolbox and changing the colors to whatever you see fit. And of course you can also mess around with the reverse and align with layer to get different looks. So if I click reverse, now it's reverse the gradient. If I untick align with layer, it's a solid color. So it's completely up to you, but I'm just going to go untick reverse and tick align with layer. Actually, I'll tick reverse for this one. Actually, no, I won't. So that's all there is to it. And of course, if you want to adjust your font again, Control T, and you can, well, one last thing I forgot to mention, select both these layers and go Control E, and that groups them. So that's all there is to it. If you want to adjust the text again, you can do that. You don't actually have to hit Control T. I just like doing that because it enters free transform mode, but you have access to your standard shape tools, so the corners and the edges, and you can do whatever you like there. You can turn it upside down, flip it around, make it small, large, whatever you want. But that's all there is to it. It's pretty cool, and that's how you get your own custom Minecraft font.